What if I told you that science might have an answer to one of life's biggest questions: when is the perfect age to retire? It's a question many of us ponder as we navigate our careers, plan for the future, and dream about the freedom retirement promises. And while there's no one-size-fits-all answer, recent research has uncovered fascinating insights into what might be the sweet spot for stepping away from work and why timing matters more than you think. Hi there. If you're tuning in today, chances are you've either started thinking about retirement or are already knee-deep in planning it. Maybe you've wondered whether retiring earlier would give you more time to enjoy life, or if working a little longer could provide financial security and peace of mind. The truth is, the decision to retire isn't just about money or health. It's about finding the right balance between living fully and preparing wisely. In this video, we'll explore what researchers have discovered about the ideal age to retire and, more importantly, how these findings can help you make informed decisions about your own journey. We'll dive into 5 key factors that influence this perfect age, including health, happiness, finances, cognitive well-being, and social connections. Along the way, I'll share practical tips and relatable examples to help you apply these insights to your unique situation. Let's start with the first factor: health. One of the most compelling reasons to consider retiring at a certain age revolves around physical health. Research shows that the demands of full-time work, long hours, stress, and often sedentary lifestyles can take a toll on our bodies over time. Chronic conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and arthritis tend to increase with age, making it harder to stay active and energized. For many people, retiring earlier allows them to prioritize their well-being before these issues become severe. For example, a study published in the Journal of Occupational Health Psychology found that individuals who retired in their early to mid-60s reported better physical health outcomes compared to those who worked longer. Why? Because they had more time to adopt healthier habits like exercising regularly, eating nutritious meals, and getting enough sleep that helped offset the wear and tear of decades in the workforce. On the flip side, delaying retirement too long could mean missing out on years when your body still feels strong and capable. That said, the perfect retirement age for health reasons varies from person to person. Some jobs are physically demanding, requiring heavy lifting or long hours on your feet, which might push you toward retiring sooner. Others are less taxing, allowing you to extend your career without compromising your well-being. The key is to listen to your body and consult with healthcare professionals to determine what's best for you. Now, let's move on to our second factor: happiness. It's no secret that work plays a significant role in shaping our emotional well-being. While some people find deep satisfaction in their careers, others may feel trapped in routines that drain their energy and joy. This is where retirement can become a game changer. Studies consistently show that transitioning out of stressful or unfulfilling jobs boosts overall life satisfaction, especially when retirees use their newfound time to pursue passions and strengthen relationships. For instance, a landmark study conducted by researchers at Princeton University examined data from thousands of adults and identified a happiness curve across the lifespan. According to their findings, people tend to experience a dip in happiness during middle age, roughly ages 45-55, followed by a steady rise starting in their late 50s and continuing into their 70s. What drives this upward trend? Many experts believe it's linked to reduced workplace stress, greater autonomy, and a shift in priorities toward meaningful experiences rather than material achievements. This suggests that retiring somewhere in your mid to late 60s, when you're likely to feel reinvigorated and ready to embrace new adventures, could align perfectly with this natural surge in happiness. However, timing matters. Retiring too early, before you're emotionally prepared or financially secure, could lead to feelings of restlessness or regret. Conversely, waiting too long might leave you feeling burned out or disconnected from opportunities to savor life's joys. Now, let's talk about our third factor, finances. When it comes to retirement, money is always a major consideration. After all, the earlier you retire, the longer your savings need to last, and the fewer years you have to accumulate wealth through earnings and investments. That's why understanding the financial implications of your retirement age is crucial. Research indicates that retiring around age 65, the traditional benchmark for accessing Social Security benefits and pension plans, often strikes a good balance between maximizing income and minimizing risk. At this age, you're typically eligible for full retirement benefits, which can supplement your personal savings and reduce the pressure to withdraw funds prematurely. Additionally, many people reach peak earning potential in their late 50s and early 60s, giving them a final opportunity to boost their nest egg before stepping away from work. That doesn't mean 65 is the magic number for everyone, though. Some individuals choose to retire earlier, relying on robust savings, rental income, or part-time gigs to bridge the gap until Social Security kicks in. Others prefer to delay retirement until their late 60s or early 70s, taking advantage of delayed retirement credits that increase monthly benefit amounts. Ultimately, the perfect age depends on your individual circumstances, including your savings rate, investment strategy, and anticipated expenses in retirement. Now that we've covered health, happiness, and finances, let's transition to our next factor, cognitive well-being. Staying mentally sharp is essential for enjoying retirement to its fullest, and research shows that the age at which you retire can significantly impact brain health. Stick around, we're just getting started. All right, let's pick up where we left off. So far, we've covered 3 critical factors that influence the perfect age to retire: health, happiness, and finances. Now, let's dive into 2 equally important aspects of retirement planning: cognitive well-being and social connections. These elements play a massive role in shaping how fulfilling and enjoyable your post-work life will be, and they're closely tied to the timing of your retirement decision. Let's start with cognitive well-being. One of the most fascinating findings from recent research is the connection between retirement timing and brain health. Studies suggest that staying mentally active and engaged is crucial for maintaining cognitive sharpness as we age. For many people, work provides daily mental stimulation, problem-solving, decision-making, and interacting with colleagues all contribute to keeping the brain agile. Retiring too early or abruptly stepping away from these activities without replacing them can sometimes lead to a decline in cognitive function over time. For example, a study published in the European Journal of Epidemiology followed thousands of retirees and found that those who transitioned out of intellectually demanding jobs at younger ages, before 60, experienced a slightly faster decline in memory and processing speed compared to peers who continued working longer. The takeaway: if you're considering retiring early, it's essential to find ways to stay mentally engaged, whether through hobbies, volunteering, learning new skills, or even part-time consulting in your field. On the flip side, delaying retirement until your mid to late 60s may offer cognitive benefits by giving your brain more time to thrive in a structured environment. However, this isn't true for everyone. If your job is highly stressful or monotonous, staying in it longer might actually harm your mental health rather than help it. Again, the key is finding balance, retiring at an age that allows you to step away from stress while still staying mentally active. Now, let's talk about our 5th factor, social connections. Human beings are wired for connection, and maintaining strong relationships is one of the cornerstones of a happy, healthy retirement. Work often serves as a built-in social network, providing opportunities to interact with colleagues, clients, and industry peers. When you retire, you lose that automatic source of interaction, which can leave some people feeling isolated if they haven't planned ahead. Research shows that loneliness and social isolation can have serious consequences for both physical and mental health, increasing the risk of depression, anxiety, and even chronic illnesses like heart disease. That's why it's so important to think about how you'll stay socially connected after leaving the workforce. Will you join clubs, volunteer, attend community events, or spend more time with family and friends? Planning for these interactions ensures that retirement enhances your sense of belonging rather than diminishing it. Interestingly, studies also highlight a sweet spot when it comes to social engagement during retirement. People who retire in their mid-60s tend to report stronger social ties compared to those who retire earlier or later. Why? At this stage of life, many individuals are simultaneously stepping away from work responsibilities and embracing new roles like becoming grandparents, mentors, or volunteers that deepen their connections with others. This overlap creates a rich tapestry of relationships that enriches their lives and fosters a sense of purpose. Now that we've explored cognitive well-being and social connections, let's transition to some practical steps you can take to determine your ideal retirement age. The first step is self-assessment. Ask yourself a few key questions. How do you feel about your current job? Are you energized by it, or does it leave you feeling drained? What are your financial goals, and how close are you to achieving them? Do you have hobbies, passions, or relationships that will sustain you emotionally once you stop working full-time? Answering these questions honestly can provide clarity on whether retiring sooner or later aligns better with your needs and desires. Next, consider conducting a trial run. Many experts recommend easing into retirement by reducing your hours, transitioning to part-time work, or taking extended vacations before fully committing. This approach not only helps you test the waters, but also gives you time to adjust psychologically and financially. It's a great way to identify potential challenges like boredom, budget constraints, or feelings of isolation before they become overwhelming. Another actionable step is to create a post-retirement plan. Think about how you'll structure your days once the routine of work is gone. Will you travel? Pursue creative projects? Learn a new language or skill? Having concrete plans in place ensures that you enter retirement with excitement and direction rather than uncertainty. Plus, knowing what you want to accomplish makes it easier to decide when the timing feels right. Finally, don't underestimate the importance of flexibility. Life rarely goes exactly according to plan, and your ideal retirement age might shift based on unforeseen circumstances like changes in health, finances, or personal priorities. Building flexibility into your strategy allows you to adapt gracefully to whatever comes your way. Now, let me share a quick story to illustrate these principles in action. Meet Linda, a former marketing executive who retired at age 63 after carefully weighing her options. She knew she wanted to retire early enough to travel extensively while still physically able, but she also recognized the importance of staying mentally and socially active. To prepare, Linda spent 2 years gradually cutting back her hours at work, joining local book clubs, and enrolling in photography classes to develop a hobby she could pursue during retirement. Today, at 65, she splits her time between exploring new countries, mentoring young professionals, and capturing stunning images of landscapes around the world. Her secret: a thoughtful, intentional approach to planning her transition. Linda's story reminds us that retiring at the perfect age isn't just about picking a number, it's about creating a lifestyle that supports your overall well-being. By balancing health, happiness, finances, cognitive engagement, and social connections, you set yourself up for a retirement that's not only comfortable but deeply satisfying. Now that we've covered all 5 factors influencing the ideal retirement age, let's wrap things up with some final thoughts. In the next section, we'll reflect on the transformative power of thoughtful retirement planning, not just as a milestone, but as an opportunity to design a life filled with joy, purpose, and fulfillment. Stick around, we're saving the best for last. All right, we're in the home stretch now. So far, we've explored 5 key factors that influence the perfect age to retire: health, happiness, finances, cognitive well-being, and social connections. Each of these elements plays a vital role in shaping not just when you retire, but how you experience this next chapter of your life. Now, let's step back and reflect on the bigger picture, what retirement truly means, and how thoughtful planning can transform it into one of the most fulfilling phases of your life. Let's start with a simple yet powerful idea. Retirement isn't an endpoint, it's a beginning. For decades, many of us have structured our lives around work, often putting dreams and personal desires on hold because there will be time for that later. Well, guess what? Later is now. Retirement gives you the chance to rewrite your story, to focus on what truly matters to you rather than what society or others expect of you. Think about it this way: every day in retirement is like a blank canvas waiting for your brushstrokes. How do you want to fill it? Do you envision quiet mornings spent sipping coffee while watching the sunrise? Adventures exploring new places or revisiting old favorites? Time spent teaching, mentoring, or volunteering to leave a legacy? The possibilities are endless and entirely yours to shape. But here's the beautiful part: there's no right or wrong way to retire. Some people thrive on structure, filling their days with classes, volunteer work, and travel plans. Others prefer a slower pace, savoring unstructured hours to read, garden, or simply sit and reflect. Whatever path feels authentic to you is the right one. There's no pressure to conform to someone else's idea of what retirement should look like. Now, let me share another story to inspire you. Meet George, a retired engineer who decided to channel his lifelong love of woodworking into something extraordinary. After leaving his job at age 67, he transformed his garage into a workshop and began crafting custom furniture pieces for friends and family. What started as a personal hobby quickly grew into a small business when word spread about his craftsmanship. Today, George says he feels more fulfilled than ever because he's using his skills to create beauty and bring joy to others. George's story reminds us that retirement is an invitation to dream again, to think beyond what you thought was possible, and create something meaningful. Whether it's starting a passion project, traveling the world, or simply spending more time with loved one, retirement invites you to live boldly and authentically. Of course, embracing this new chapter requires a shift in mindset. For years, many of us have measured success by external markers: titles, salaries, promotions. But in retirement, true fulfillment comes from within. It's about aligning your actions with your values, cultivating gratitude for the present moment, and cherishing the relationships that sustain you. One powerful tool for navigating this transition is gratitude. As you adjust to your new lifestyle, take time each day to reflect on what you're thankful for. Maybe it's the extra hours you now have to spend with loved ones, the freedom to sleep in, or the ability to finally tackle projects you've been putting off. Focusing on the positives helps shift your perspective and reminds you of all the wonderful possibilities ahead. Another mindset shift is embracing imperfection. Not every day in retirement will be perfect, and that's okay. There will be ups and downs, moments of boredom, and times when you question your choices. Instead of striving for perfection, aim for progress. Celebrate the fact that you're living authentically and carving out a life that aligns with your values. Now, let's talk about action. Knowing the perfect age to retire is one thing, making it happen is another. Here are a few practical steps to help you move forward confidently. 1. Set clear goals. Define what success looks like for you in retirement. Is it financial independence? More time with family? Pursuing a lifelong passion? Write down your goals and break them into manageable steps. 2. Declare your intentions early. Share your retirement plans with loved ones, colleagues, and mentors. Their support and feedback can provide valuable insights and accountability as you prepare for this major life change. 3. Build a routine. Structure gives purpose. Even if you're excited about unstructured time, having a loose daily or weekly routine can prevent feelings of aimlessness. Include activities that nurture your mind, body, and spirit. 4. Stay adaptable. Life rarely goes exactly as planned. Be open to adjusting your timeline or strategy based on changes in health, finances, or personal priorities. Flexibility is your greatest ally. 5. Celebrate small wins. Every step toward retirement, whether it's paying off debt, maxing out a savings account, or trying a new hobby, is worth celebrating. These victories build momentum and keep you motivated. Finally, let's end with a little encouragement. Retiring at the perfect age, whatever that may be for you, takes courage. It takes trust in yourself, your preparation, and your vision for the future. But remember this: you've worked hard, sacrificed, and given so much of yourself to others over the years. Now it's time to prioritize you. Retirement is your opportunity to live fully, love deeply, and find joy in the everyday moments. Some days will be extraordinary, others will be ordinary, and that's okay. Both are part of the tapestry of life. So, as you embark on this journey, give yourself grace. Celebrate the wins, learn from the challenges, and trust that you're exactly where you're meant to be. You have so much to offer the world, and so much to enjoy in return. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this video has inspired you to rethink what's possible in retirement and take actionable steps toward designing a life that lights you up inside. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on living your best life at any age. Until next time, take care of yourself and remember, the best is yet to come.